This is my first encounter with anything on the African continent. I've never been to Africa, so this is my first time. Everything here is a first-time experience for me, and especially the basketball part of it. I've never been, a player or a coach here in Africa, and the experience, the new experience, is very exciting for me as a whole. I've realized they have a real energy for the game. The players, the organization, it seemed to have a really good passion for the game of basketball, which for me is great because I love the game, and I love to see that passion in other people about the game. So to be able to come here and coach a group of players and an organization that's really passionate about a game I love is really exciting for me to be a part of. I think the whole why this thing came together and why we were able to perform the way we did in the Sahara Conference was because the players buying in. I think first of all there's a great bond between all the players. They get along really well, and when you're coming together in a short period of time, you need that chemistry. You need that bond because you're going to be in some tough situations, and you need to be able to lean on each other to get through them. So I think why we were so successful is the chemistry the guys created amongst themselves, the hard work we put in as team, as players, as well as the coaching staff, and it was a complete buy-in. Everyone bought into completing this goal of completing the mission together, and I think that was the key to everything. The first thing in those situations is you want guys to be calm and be ready to execute. Those are the situations in games that a lot of games come down to, and you've got to be able to execute. And first of all, be calm so everyone can relax, so we can get to our spots and execute perfectly. In those situations, it has to be perfect execution. And down the stretch, that we were able to get the ball into Thomas' hands the way we wanted to, create a switch with the big guy. We got a big guy guarding him and allowed him to make a play. And a lot of times he did a great job because a lot of times when you get the ball into the player hand that you want, they feel like they have to take the shot. In those moments, you put the ball in your player hand for them to make a play. If that play is a shot for them, it's a shot. If it's make the right pass to an open teammate, that's the right play. And he made the right play down the stretch. He penetrated, they helped. He hit Wilson for a wide open shot, and that was a perfect execution down the stretch. People may not understand it, but the loss to Duke actually helped us in the Monastir game because it got us refocused. There were some things that we had been doing that doesn't equate to winning. We were having some mistakes, but we were still winning games. And sometimes when you win games, when you make a mistake, you get a false sense of security. And I think the Duke game really helped us realize we have to clean up some things. And we had really good practices leading up to the Monastir game. We were able to get 2 good practices in. We got a shoot around in. Guys were really focused. We were able to do some different things schematically when it comes to on the defensive end, that guys really executed well. And I think that was the key. I think, refocusing after the Duke game, locking in and coming out with an expectation to win. We went into that game as a team feeling that we could win that game. And I think you don't beat a team like that if you don't have that confidence that you can win that game, because if not, they can smell it and they blow you out of the gym. Well, what I was able to do is just watch all of the teams. When at the beginning you don't know who you're going to play, so you're just trying to watch personnel, see what guys' tendencies are, see how coaches, coach their players, their rotations. So you're trying to do that as a whole. As it got narrowed down, it started to look like we were going to be able to be playing the Cameroon team, FAP, and I really started to lock in on those teams. They're a good team. They play really hard, play physical. They have guards that can really shoot the ball, and we're going to have to be prepared. And right now, that's who we're preparing for. There's no other game matters until we play FAP. That's the team that we're focusing on now. trying to get into their personnel, the tendencies that they like to do, and be as mentally and physically prepared for that game as possible. That's the plan. I think that's in the works, and that would be really great and really beneficial to us to be able to get some friendly games in, because you practice so long against each other. Sometimes you need a different body, a different jersey to go up against to try to see how things that you've been working on, see how they're looking against different competitions. So I think getting some friendly games would be really helpful for us leading into the playoffs. Obviously, we want to go all the way. That's the target. But what we do from the beginning, everything has been about every day getting better. The goal has been to get better every day. And I feel like when we come to practice individually and as a unit to get better that day, it has led to us having some success. And that's the same approach we're taking to this. Our first game is against the Cameroon team. That's the only thing we can focus on. Getting prepared, get better every day, and have a good showing in that game. And then once we take care of business there, and then we'll move on to the next team. But right now our focus is to get better every day and be prepared for as best possible against FAP. I'm confident in my group. I mean, my guys fight, and they're fighters, they're competitors, and I'm confident in them. They showed in the car that they're willing to fight and compete for each other and for the win. And I feel no different going into this. I've watched those other teams. I don't feel my team is inferior to those teams. I think we feel like we can go in and compete, and that's what we're going to do. No matter what it looks like on paper, those teams still have to come play the game. They can't win the game on paper, so you have to play the game. And I feel like my guys will be prepared and my guys will compete to the end. FAP, that's the first team. The other teams doesn't matter right now. The only team that matters is FAP. We can't get to the other teams if we don't take care of business against FAP. I want everyone in the building. That's our main focus. We have to win the first game, and that's our first opponent. So when we move on, we'll shift our attention to the next team. But right now, the first team and our main focus is to be prepared mentally and physically for FAP. I think it helps them tremendously because you get to compete against better talent. You get to compete against your whole country, and you get to see where you measure up. And individually, as an organization, you get to see where you are and the things that you need to add, improve, whether it's player development, physical training, all of that. You get to see where you are when you go up against better talent or better competition around this continent. So I think it's only going to be a great moving forward in the future for these guys and this team particularly to play against this talent and take from it everything they can so they can go back and develop and be better next time. I can see that. Obviously, my focus has been right now, this year. I haven't thought about anything else. My whole focus has been give everything I can to my team right now. I'm focused because I expect when they come in the gym every day to give me everything. I give them everything, and that's all my focus has been on. Once this is complete, then I'll shift my focus to what I'll do next season. But right now, just to answer your question, can I see myself? Absolutely. I've enjoyed my experience. I think it could be even better in the future. But right now, I'm focused on this team and helping this team reach to the mountaintop. Come out, be crazy. We're going to give you everything. We're going to play hard. We're going to compete. We're going to compete for you. Bring all that energy, everything. Eat a lot of sugar so your energy can be up and be crazy. I want it loud and crazy in there. We want that home court advantage. We look forward to seeing you.